Hello Rosie. This week we've been getting our rat houses ready for winter because it's starting to get a bit cold at night time and in the mornings. And my little girl rats, my old ladies, Rosie and Poppy, have been feeling the cold, and I think the young rats have as well. They've been having extra paper bedding, but we've put some new houses in. Rosie and Poppy always have one of these little tube hammocks. I think they're called tube tunnels, fleecy lined. They say they're up to 3 rats, including fat rats, can go in there, but we find comfortably it fits 2. And we have the bunk bed hammocks, which I don't know if you can see through the wires there. Poppy is in there somewhere. Hello Rosie. And we've also put this nice igloo bed in for Rosie and Poppy because they want something nice and soft and comfortable. And if I can get the camera between the wires there, you'll see the igloo bed, and they filled it with paper. They've also stashed some food in there, so I think they're liking that. That's really good. So that's Rosie and Poppy. And my other older girls have got one of these long tunnels in, which doesn't look very exciting, but it's a very long, I can't see who that is, that's Bella or Blossom. They're all identical from the front, my goody Dumbo girls. You have to see the backs to see who's who. But they're liking that. That's quite a nice one. And of course everyone's got their houses. I have 2 types of paper as well, which I use in the winter. I use some of this recycled paper, which is very soft, which I put in the bottom of their beds. And then I also give them a handful of this safe bed paper, which you have to shred it up, but it makes a nice sort of cosy bed, especially, you know, if your rats are old or very young or they're not very well, they want something nice and light and airy to keep them warm, and that does the job perfectly. Now the babies, it's been a bit disappointing with their hammocks. I have given them one of the tube tunnel long tubes, which goes almost the width of their house. Perfect for 6. They enjoy sitting on top of it as well, but they've had a chew and all this fibrous filling is coming out. Now it was fine yesterday, but today I've just come in and someone's had a chew this afternoon, so I'm going to have to remove that and try and get rid of all this filling, and it's really hard. Hello Lily. It's very hard to get a hammock that hasn't got any like foam or fibre filling in it, but that's what I'm looking for. If anybody knows where I can get one, I think I possibly might have to try and make a hammock of my own and see how that goes. I did used to sew a lot, but a bit arthritic fingers now. It's not so easy to sew, but I think it's something well worth having a go. And this is one of the tunnel tubes. You see they have a beautiful fleecy lining in, very nice, long hanging ropes and clips, and very nice, come in all sorts of soft fleecy colours. Now this, please, I'm not going to recommend this to anybody. This has been the biggest disappointment of all the hammocks and houses I've ever had. 5 minutes and it was completely demolished. 2 rats of the 6 young girls, they got in here and they've completely killed it basically. Very unsafe. I don't want my rats eating foam, so that's come out, and I'm not going to recommend this house to anybody. It was recommended for rats and ferrets. I don't know how it would be with ferrets, but definitely not for rats. The other thing is just to make sure your rat house is not in a draft. Raise it off the floor if possible. And keep it away from windows, and don't have it right next to a radiator. Your rats need a constant temperature. They don't like extremes of temperature, but just make sure everything's nice and warm and cosy for them, and it will help save your heating bill as well. There's my little girlies. They're all coming out for playtime in a minute.